All right, it is Thursday, June 1st, 2023, and I'm coming fresh off a perfect 5-0 day of my personal plays on my website yesterday. And the only way you could access all of those winners is to be a chairman member on that site. Hopefully you didn't miss out on all of those plays, but if you did, we did cash out on the Braves, Mets, Angels, Rays, and Pirates yesterday. And with that, let's go ahead and dive into our free video. We're going to take a look at the Brewers at the Blue Jays, 107 Eastern first pitch. Toronto's minus 190, totals 8.5. Kevin Gausman for Toronto, Freddie Peralta for Milwaukee. Now, Peralta's got 4 losses on the year, along with an ERA of 4.64. These Milwaukee hitters have also had a tough time getting on base. They're averaging only 7.5 hits a game, which actually ranks in the bottom 3 in the league. They're going up against Kevin Gausman, who's got a 3.03 ERA and a whole lot of strikeouts. The righty's fanned 89 batters and just 68 plus. He's also backed by a Toronto team who's got a top 3 hit-producing lineup. Bo Bichette's third in the bigs with a 329 batting average. Vlad Guerrero's second on the roster in RBI with 35 of them. Espino's still out for the Jays. Belt is questionable. Meanwhile, for the Brewers, Adames and Winker are still out for them. Now, total-wise, Milwaukee's 61% to the over against the American League. Meanwhile, Toronto's gone 7-3 to the over in their last 10. Give me the Blue Jays minus 1.5, over 8.5 runs. Next matchup, Phillies, Mets, 1:10 p.m. East. The New York Mets are minus 170, totals 8.5. Max Scherzer for New York, Taijuan Walker for Philadelphia. Now, Walker's got an ERA in the 5s along with a 1.46 whip. The Phils have also been a disaster on the road. Out of 31 contests away from the bank, Philly got the W in just 36% of those contests. They're going up against Max Scherzer, who's got an ERA in the 3s along with a 1.13 whip. And even if Scherzer stinks, the Mets do play their best baseball at Citi Field. Pete Alonso has the league lead in home runs. Brandon Nimmo currently leads the team in hits. Now, New York's currently 61% to the under this year in Flushing, Queens. Meanwhile, Philadelphia saw 4 out of their last 6 divisional road games stay under the line. Give me the Mets minus 170, under 8.5. Next contest, Pods Fish, 110 East. San Diego's minus 120, totals 8. Joe Musgrove for San Diego, Jesus Luzardo for Miami. When it comes to the total in this one, the Marlins are 67% to the under at Lone Depot Park. And in their last 10 meetings with the Pods, the under cashed in 70% of those ball games. So if you're into historical trends, plenty of unders to go around. Now, out of 28 road games for San Diego this year, the under cashed 20 times. As far as selecting a winner in this one, this game's being featured as my extra daily bet on patreon.com/BrockPage. But as far as making a free pick is concerned, give me the under 8 runs. Next matchup, Rockies, Diamondbacks, 3:40 Eastern first pitch. Arizona's minus 170, totals 9.5. Zach Davies for Arizona, Chase Anderson for Colorado. And for consecutive seasons, the Rockies continue to struggle away from home. These guys are currently tied for the fewest road wins in the National League. These Colorado pitchers also allow more runs a game than any other staff in baseball. They're facing an Arizona team who averages nearly double-digit hits a game at Chase Field. Lourdes Gurriel, he's 8th in the big leads in the batting average. Christian Walker, he leads the team in home runs and RBI. Kyle Lewis, he's still out for the D-backs. Charlie Blackmon's out for the Rockies. When it comes to the total, the Rockies have allowed over 7 runs a game in their last 10 meetings with Arizona. So once again, if you're into historical trends, certainly want to think about that one there. The D-backs, they are 63% to the over against the NL West this season. Give me Arizona minus 170, over 9.5. Next game, Reds, Bo Sox, 7:10 Eastern start time. Boston's minus 165, totals 9. Chris Sale for Boston, Hunter Green for Cincinnati. The Greens got 80 strikeouts in just 56 innings of work. The Reds have also won 4 out of their last 5 interleague road games. Johnny India leads the club in hits. Jake Fraley's got a team-best 35 ribbies. They're facing Chris Sale, who's got an ERA close to 5. The Red Sox have also had little success against their NL opponents this year. And as a matter of fact, these guys are a dismal 0-8 this season against the National League at home. Arroyo and Chang are still out for Boston. The Red Sox have seen plenty of overs at Fenway this season. Out of 28 ball games in Beantown, the over cashed 20 times already. The Reds on the other side are 7-3 the over in their last 10. Give me Cincinnati plus 1.5, over 9. Next game, Guardians Twins, 7:40 Eastern start time. Minnesota's minus $1.40, totals 8. Pablo Lopez for the Twins, Tanner Bybee for Cleveland. And even though Tanner's having a good year, he's got just 1 win on the season. And most of that is due to a lack of offensive production. The Guardians are scoring fewer runs a game than any other club in the league except for one. They're also facing Pablo Lopez on the mound for Minnesota. And he's been real tough to hit. The righty's got 81 strikeouts and just 65 plus. The Twins are also, they've got themselves a .625 win percentage against divisional opponents this year. Now, 7 out of Minnesota's last 10 meetings with Cleveland fell under. Minnesota's also 4-2 to the under in their last 6 at Target Field. Cleveland saw 8 out of their last 10 outings stay under the line themselves. Give me Minnesota minus 140, under 8. Next and final matchup for the video, it's going to be in that Angels-Astros game, 8:10 Eastern start time. Houston's the $2 favorite, totals 8.5. Framber Valdez for Houston, Reed Detmers for Los Angeles. Now, Detmers is a dismal 0-4 with an ERA just about in the 5s. The Angels also have a losing road record against the American League. They're going to have to face Framber Valdez, who's got a handful of wins and a bunch of strikeouts. Framber's fanned 77 batters in just 72 innings of work. He's also got an ERA in the low 2s along with a 1.04 whip. Brantley is still out for Houston. Drury's questionable for Los Angeles. Now, total-wise, LA's averaged under 3.2 runs a game in their last 10 meetings with Houston. And no real surprise here, 7 out of those 10 ball games I just mentioned fell under the line. Now, the Astros are 4-2 to the under in their last 6 divisional home games. Give me Houston minus 1.5, under 8.5 runs. With that, guys, now it's time for our quick pick recap. Toronto minus 1.5, over 8.5 runs. New York Mets minus 170, under 8.5. Give me the under 8 in the Padres Marlins game. Arizona minus $1.70, over 9.5. Cincinnati plus 1.5, over 9 runs. Minnesota minus 140, under 8. With my next and final free pick for the video, give me Houston minus 1.5, under 8.5 runs. With that, guys, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage. Now, if you do end up getting a package here today, guys, you're going to get access to that membership every single day for the next 30 days. And as an added bonus, guys, you're also going to get access to all of my cheaper memberships absolutely free. They're going to be included with your purchase. That's why I always tell folks that Chairman Package, it's a full access, all-inclusive membership. It gives you access to every single personal play of mine, every single package, every single day for the next 30 days. And as an added bonus, you also get access to my Chairman podcast every single day during that time frame. Once again, it is a full access, all-inclusive membership. But most importantly, guys, got to thank you for joining me right here on YouTube or TikTok. Really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. With that said, guys, happy Thursday to you. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage.